Manakimu, Manakimu, Manakimu. Alright, so real quick, make this like very short and simple. Um, so for starters, Outkast, CeeLo Green, uh, Rico Wade, all those individuals are individuals that I have high respects for. And for me, I obviously take a lot of inspiration from these individuals. These are pioneers of what I do. And that respect is very much there. Um, I just want to like say, like just on some real shit, like on some honesty. For me, right, what the dungeon means for me personally, like the ideology behind what we got going on. For me, it was more of like a time period. Like there's been a certain time period and where I've been in my life. Like I'll say recently. And I was in the studio, well, where I sleep. I was in the crib. And that's where I record, and for me I've been locked in the crib, like it's documented, y'all could go back and see, but niggas been in the crib like recording, or going on walks daily. For me, I'm an individual that where I'm at in my life right now, I tend to be by myself. So that kind of developed into like a mental dungeon, if that makes sense, right? So I started to say that, or call, my studio the dungeon. Again, this is before I really tapped in and understood what the dungeon was. I knew what Outcast was, and I know, like, obviously, I know what Future is. I did not understand about Rico Wade, the glue. CeeLo Green is obviously, he made, Gnarls Barkley made Crazy, so he's the one. So just to let that be known, that respect is there. But anyway, um, yeah, the dungeon for me was like a representation of my mental space and like my environment, where I record. There's takes in here where again, there's lives where in between takes I'm stomping out the roaches. Like it's no bullshit. Like I'm really, you hear me, in the dungeon, for me. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. This digital footprint is here. It is 100 respect, 100% respect for the Dungeon family. I'm a big fan of everybody out there in Atlanta. I listen to Atlanta's music scene a lot. Um, Again, CeeLo Green, hear me, hear me, hear me. Uh, Andre 3000, my favorite rapper. Like I say that, Andre 3000 is my favorite rapper. Him and Biggie. I'm not gonna hold you. Him and Biggie. Andre, okay, I'll say this. 13th floor, growing old. That is my favorite song by those people. And I don't know, someone does the poems as well. I gotta figure out who be doing the poems. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say I have a lot of respect for the Dungeon family. I wasn't trying to copy when I came up with the concept. I didn't come up. Well, I came up with it in my head because I didn't know what the dungeon was. This is the disclaimer. When I said dungeon to myself in the crib when I was here with Kilo, you hear me? I got witness. I wasn't hip to the dungeon from Atlanta. I was hip to these artists, but I didn't know the history, if that makes sense. I have now done my homework and I understand that something that, I now say, it comes from the actual Dungeon family. So I just want to have that out here so there's no confusion. I know my homework, I did my history and all that. And love to the Dungeon family. I hope I can get up with these people, one day. These are people that I admire highly, highly. I'm a huge fan, huge, huge, huge fan. You hear me? So, again, just wanted to pay my respects publicly online so it's there, so niggas know. You hear me? Respect to the Dungeon family. Future, you did good. Crickets, damn, nigga. Crickets. Future, you did good with your project, the mixtape Pluto. You hear me? So I just want to put that out there real quick. You hear me? Manakimu, Manakimu signing out.